welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kutlwano. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, you're also very new, but welcome back and thank you for watching. Okay, in today's video, I'll be doing a sit down where I'll be sharing with you moments that changed my life, or rather, a moment that changed my life. And I spoke about it in the previous video about it being the best time in my life in 2019 when I took a trip to Bali. Okay, so what had happened was the trip turned out to be very unexpected. I planned and I planned and I planned, or rather we planned and we planned and we planned, but it took a very unexpected turn of events, and that's where the tea and the juice is. Okay, I'll also be sharing lessons that I got from these experiences. And lesson number one would be planning. Planning financially, activities, and your outfits, what you're gonna wear, where you'll be going, who you'll be going with. Yeah. So, financially, I'd say that this is the trip that helped me get the gist of saving, because the agency that we used, SCA Travel, it allows you to pay a deposit towards the trip to secure it, and then months leading towards the trip, then you are saving on the side. So that's where I could get my things in order. Like, okay, I knew I have to have a budget. My budget covers my expenses, and then of whatever is left from my money, I could then save that towards the trip, which was around 3,000 rands a month, depending on my expenses and other things that just pop up randomly. So that's where I knew, like, today I can save. I'm part of Stockfels and whatnot, because I knew, if you want to get something, if you want to achieve something and it involves money, you can't just say unless you have a lot of money. But if you are saving, then you know, okay, this is what I'm going to need to do to get to that point. Okay, and then the second thing about planning is planning your activities. Your activities entails where you'll be going on what day. That also pulls in with the finances, because you need to also save for that. You're not just saving for the trip, as in the traveling and the accommodation. No, you're also saving for your activities that you'll be doing. Activities also mean that you need to plan your outfits. So it's just a whole thing about planning. You need to plan your outfits that you're going to slay in when you are in Bali. Okay? And then planning for your outfits means that you need to do some research in terms of the weather, because you don't want to go to a place where they just had a natural disaster, a tsunami, and then you are there indoors, you can't go out. I don't even think you can go to a place if there's just been a tornado or a tsunami. But yeah, that is one of the lessons that I got from this trip. And then lesson number two, this is where the juice comes in. So when we planned to take this trip, it was a group of us girls. We decided, okay, this is where we're gonna go together. But then, because life happens and things happen, towards the trip, ending of the trip, it was just my friend and I who ended up going to the trip. So here we are, day of the trip. We are packed, we are ready to go en route to the airport. I get a message from my friend, and she's like, something is wrong. I'm like, something is wrong? Where are you? And what is going on? She's like, I'm at the airport already, but get here and I'll tell you what is going on. She's at the airport already. Something is wrong. My stress levels, they start rising. Already my stress levels are, because I am going on an international trip. My parents are also having their own reservations about this trip, because two girls going on an international trip, you don't know what could happen, and it's just a whole lot of things that my parents had reservations about. But yeah, okay, fast forward, we get to the airport, and my friend calls me to the side, and she's like, girl, something is wrong with my passport. I'm like, what do you mean It's like something is wrong with my passport and I could not possibly be joining you today. How? Because we plan to go on this trip together. Everything that we've been doing is centered around us taking this trip together. So what had happened is that my friend's passport was expiring in 5 months and 2 weeks from the return date of our trip. So if you're traveling internationally, your passport has to have at least 6 months of a time period before it expires from your return date. Now I'm there, I'm stressed. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? I can't tell my parents that I'm gonna go by myself. They already have reservations. So if I go there and I'm like, now I'm going by myself, what are the chances? Okay. I go and I tell my parents, guys, this is what is happening. My friend's passport is giving us issues and she might not be joining me today. I might be leaving by myself. My dad, I was like, And this is another thing that we had an oversight on that goes back to planning. When you're planning, you need to write everything down, go to the T, make sure that you have ticked every single box. But we had that oversight in terms of our passport planning. So now I've spoken to my parents. I've let them know that no, I'll be okay. I'll be safe. I don't know how I was making those promises because I had never been to Bali. And you don't know what happens there, but because faith and having planned for this trip, I tell them, no, I'll be okay to go by myself. We go and it's time for me to check in. I give the lady who's helping me my documents and my passport to check me in. And then she says to me, you can't go. I'm like, I can't go. Why not? Here's everything that you need for me to go. Turns out my ticket was cancelled. So what happened is that my friend, when she called the agent to let her know about the passport issue, she asked her to cancel the ticket because if you don't board and you haven't spoken or let anybody know that there's issues, then you miss that flight, you lose everything. But if you call them and you say cancel it, I might be able to go the following day or the other days that come, then you are able to go. So the agent had cancelled both our tickets because she thought that if my friend is not going, then I will not be going as well. The stress. We call the agent. She says to us, no, there's nothing that she can do because now probably there's like 10 minutes left for me to board. She can't call the airlines and tell them to reinstate my ticket. It was just a mess. Okay, it's Saturday the 16th and I'm not going to Bali that day. Like, okay. She says to me she can get me a ticket for the following day. And I think, okay, maybe that gives us time for my friend to sort out her passport issues. I don't know how because it's the weekend, but we had faith and hope that she'll be able to sort out her passport issues and she'll join me. So instead of leaving on the Saturday that I'm supposed to leave, travel, because it's like a 10-hour flight from Johannesburg to Singapore, and then another 3 hours from Singapore to Bali. And if I had left on Saturday, I would be on my birthday, I'd be landing in Bali. No, wake up in Bali and it's my birthday. So now I have to travel the following day and it's just a lag delay. Okay. Long story short, I get my ticket reinstated and I leave on Sunday. Travel and Monday I land in Bali. It's my birthday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include snippets and videos of these moments during my trip. When I get to Bali, and then it's just another thing. Like this trip was just giving. Like it kept giving. When I land in Bali, I get there, they check my passport, and I can go through. But before I go through, I have to go through that machine thingamabobby that looks through your bags and sees if you have, checks if you have any illegal stuff in your bag. My bag goes through, and then I go through. And then they call me to the side. So, Rasisi, please, over the side. I'm like, yo, what now? They call me, they're like, okay, please can we search your bag? I search my bag. Okay, that's fine. I don't have anything to hide anyway. They open my bag and they go through my bag, and then they don't find anything, obviously. They ask for my papers. I show them my papers, and then they ask me, what are you here for? I'm here, it's my birthday. I'm here to celebrate my birthday. That's what I'm here for. Who are you with? I'm by myself. You're by myself. You're by yourself in an international trip from South Africa. I think it was the South A that got them. Then they say to me, we need to do a body search. Body search. Okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem. I don't have anything to hide anyway. So I'm like, you can search me. Hands in the air. Then they say to me, no, we're not going to search you here. We need you to go in the room with us so that we can do a thorough frisk body search. I'm thinking, what if like I go in that room and they drug me or they human traffic me and what? I know it's at the airport, probably the safest place to be at in an international place, but I don't know. Okay, I go to that room and they ask me to strip. I take off my shoes and they say to me, baby girl, stripper. I take off my pants and my shirt and they say to me, baby girl, 10 cents. I take off my underwear and then they say to me, okay, now we need you to put your hands on the wall. We need you to spread your legs and cough. Khandi, what are they actually looking for here? Okay, I do as they ask me to do. Okay, my boy. I do as they ask me to do. Spread my legs, hands on the wall, and I cough. They ask me to cough again. I cough. They ask me to cough the third time. I cough and I cough and I cough. And nothing comes out because obviously I'm not there to transport drugs. I'm just there to enjoy my birthday in Bali by myself, which was totally, like, it just knocked me off my feet. Just took me out of my comfort zone and new things that you get to experience because it wasn't part of the plan. Okay, mind you, that time my stress levels are through the roof because there's been a delay already in me coming to Bali. Now there's a delay here and there's a guy who's waiting for me outside to take me to the airport. I don't know how long that guy's gonna be there. I don't know how if he's gonna wait for me to say she's coming or not. Maybe she's missed her flight. And if that happens, then what? Now I'm stuck at the airport. I didn't get a SIM card. I had no network connection. I was just the person who was in Bali. And this delay was just stressing me, adding on top of the stress that I already had. They don't find anything. They ask me, okay, they tell me that I can put on my clothes and then can go back to that side. All the time I'm asking them, what is wrong? What is going on? And they're not telling me anything at all. I'm just the person who's just there, who they think could be a drug mule. I'm stressed, I'm by myself. There's a color. Okay, after some time, then they tell me, no, it's fine, you can go. There's nothing wrong. You can pack your bags. That time, I had nicely packed my bags. I'd nicely folded my clothes, my sun hats, everything, packed it nicely so that I can be able to fit everything in one bag and go. Now I have to put it, I'm just throwing things back in, zip the bag so that I can go and find that guy. Okay. Out of the airport, I get there. I'm looking for this guy. I don't know who it is. I don't know if he has a nice placard that has my name or he's just Okay, I find this guy, I see him, and then I tell him, you're here to pick me up. He says, okay. And then we go to walking towards the car. I think, what now? There's this guy. He's by himself. I'm by myself. I'm in an international place. I'm in an international place, country. What do I need to do? My first thought is take a picture of his number plate. At least you have something to back up yourself or to protect yourself with. And I'm intentional when I take that picture of the number plate. I show him, I'm going to the back of your car, I'm taking a picture of your number plate, but it's just going to be a picture on my phone, because I don't have network, I don't have a SIM card, I can't send it to anybody. Okay, we go driving to the airport. Even there, I'm just so stressed out. The most stressful trip I've ever taken, because I don't know this place that we're going. He could easily just take a shortcut and take me wherever and tell the people, the agency, that he dropped me off. So, en route there, I am trying to look for, okay, guy, which turn are we taking that I can possibly remember. But I don't know the place. I've never been there. Okay, we get to the airport. He's an honest guy, drops me off. We get to the hotel. He's an honest guy, drops me off at the hotel. He's like, and I say, okay, thank you. I see the name of the hotel that I was staying in, Swiss Bell Inn Resort. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you. I get my bags and I rush into the hotel. I get there and I'm like, hi guys, my name is Kutlwano and I'm staying here for a couple of days. They look at me, they look at my papers. They say to me, well, you're not supposed to be here like a day ago or so. I say, yes. What does that mean? The fact that I wasn't here a day ago? No, let's just check something. Another stress. What if I've lost my room because I wasn't here? What if, it's just a whole lot of what ifs. They say, no, your room is still secured. You can go to your room. As soon as I get to my room, I say a short prayer. Actually, I've been saying short prayers throughout this whole trip, from the day at the airport, from the day when they thought I'm a drug mule, to when I get to the airport, to when I get to the hotel, and I say, thank you, God, for bringing me thus far. Okay, get to the my hotel room, and I change into a nice outfit. You'll see it in the video. And I let my people back home know that I'm okay, I'm fine, I've arrived, and they're happy. And then I go to the rooftop, familiarize myself with the place, and I head to the rooftop. When I get to the rooftop, I am excited because baby girl is in Bali, in Indonesia. What? Like, girl, it's possible. Okay, I hype myself up. It's my birthday. I'm singing happy birthday, baby. And I'm just walking around and I'm familiarizing myself with the place. I greet people because in South Africa we greet. How can I go texting what you made? In the shop what you made is. So you're in Bali, you greet. I greet everybody there. And it was very strange because actually everybody else didn't greet back until I got to these two people who greeted me back, and that's where things changed. I greet these two people, lady and a gent. They're sitting down having drinks, and I greet them. I'm like, hello, like, hey, how are you? I'm good, thanks. And how are you? I'm good. But in that moment, there's a thing, man, that just clicks. An accent. And the responding back to my greeting. Things just click. And they're like, why do you sound so familiar? And I say to them, why do you sound so familiar? Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Where are you from? And they say, we're from South Africa. What? And not that it matters, but where in South Africa are you from? I'm from Johannesburg. And they say they're from Johannesburg as well. My heart Okay, we do some introductions. I give them the tea because I was so stressed out. I give them the tea to let them know this is what happened. I'm here by myself and it's my birthday, and that's how the cookie crumbled for me to be in Bali by myself. They say, okay, cool, no, you can hang out with us for the rest of your trip. We're here, we're leaving on this day, and that's the same day when I'm leaving as well. And from there on, we're just together throughout the whole trip. And that's the lesson about leaving your comfort zone and trying new things. You will never know. If you're stuck and you're sitting there and you're saying, but what if that? What if that? What if at the end of the day you just have questions that you ask yourself with no answers? And that question I answered myself. I can leave my comfort zone and I can try new things. So that's the trip to Bali. 7 days in Bali, going to the beach, trying new things, going shopping, going out to restaurants. Because this trip was just a giver. Then I remembered something that also happened. My card got swallowed. I was at the ATM, tried to take out some money. My card got swallowed because I couldn't take it out because manicure. Now I'm stuck. Luckily, I told my friends what happened, my new friends, what happened, and I could transfer some money into their accounts, and they gave me back my money, and that's how I could have spending money for my trip in Bali. It was very unexpected. It was very, the plan just went throughout the window. I just had to take on new things and do things the way it was presented to me at that time. And that's my third lesson from this trip, is that you are capable. You are capable of being strong even when faced with uncertainty. You're capable of putting your mind to it and doing it. You're capable of everything that you desire. Black girl is possible. Black child is possible. From the moment you came, beautiful, beautiful, no other name. I knew from the moment you came. I see in your eyes the dawn of a day when nothing will ever be the same. Feel my heart beating through my chest. I'll get used to just saying yes. Yes, I'll love you with all I am. Yes, tonight is where we begin. And I wanna dance with you.
Looking like you're so good. Les gars,
Yes, I just made new friends all the way from.
From Jersey.
Where are we?
Yeah,
Where are we?
Happy birthday.
In Bali. Wait. So today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hey, now you're getting to pay. Dracula. We be all night. Sixth floor. This four.
Hey, love it.
Sugar meme.
There's some village just
Lancung si kata atas ano na. Lancung mo. Iya lawan para kapila ya. Ya nama si pila tanya si sore ya no ya. Ya
apparently pork. We're not sure. At least that's how I want to chicken. At least you can see the chicken. This.
Skeptical.
This. And the food tastes nice.
Looks like Obama lady.
Who?
You.
Look like who?
Obama wife.
Oh, okay. There's signs saying that they shouldn't stop. I just wonder, how are people going to cross? Like, how is the traffic here managed if you're not supposed to stop and there are people coming from different directions? Oh, beach.
It's 9:30 and the bottle store is still open. It is still open. It also looks so nice, Batung. Hello. Apa kabar?
I'm fine, thank you. Bye.
What's your name?
My name is Anin.
Anin. And Anin, you said you love South Africa.
Yes, I love South Africa. It's so gorgeous.
Welcome to Johannesburg, ladies and gentlemen.